Anyway. And we are live with part 3 of the Pandaemonium quest line. We are pretty much ending it all. Anyway. No over-the-top intro. I'm just gonna go with it. Let's minimize this. Minimize this. Eater of Souls. Roysino breathes a sigh of relief at your arrival. Ah, John, I had a feeling you would arrive soon. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake, after all. And Master Fortuno recently sent word regarding his investigation. It seems he's uncovered information regarding Professor Claudine's whereabouts and the sudden appearance of Pandaemonium in the ethereal sea. We would do well to meet with him at once. If you have no objections, I ask that you proceed to the Itioscope forthwith. I shall make the necessary arrangements and join you shortly. Ah, Master John, I have been made aware of your coming. Please do the lift here. I could just fly down. Once I'm done with this, I can go back to doing dailies. Eh? Again, it's too bad this isn't voice acted. I thank you for answering my summons with haste. Let us forego formalities and jump straight to the heart of the matter. Perfect. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Claudine, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey to Az's Law. A subsequent expedition discovered an airship in the vicinity of the Etherochemical Research Facility. Although the vessel clearly belonged to the professor, he was nowhere to be found. There were signs that someone, perhaps the man himself, had forced their way into the facility, so this trail was duly followed. However, the trail led nowhere, in the most literal sense. It was almost as if an entire sector of the facility had been wrested from existence. Further investigation confirmed the expedition party's suspicions. Nigh on an entire sector of Az's Law has been teleported elsewhere. Teleported to where? We believe that its destination was none other than the ethereal sea. Here were its elegant facilities reconstructed as the halls of Pandaemonium, to great success, as you can see. So that means Professor Claudine is in there, in that monstrous fortress? That is our leading theory. We are certain enough, at least, to risk sending you into its depths in search of the missing man. Yet before we do, there is another pressing matter. While Pandaemonium may appear firmly sealed, an unknown entity was recently spied crawling forth from its gates. We observed its behavior with the ichthyoscope, and to our horror, witnessed it gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. What? It must be stopped! The ethereal sea harbors the souls of the departed. 'Tis the wellspring from which all creatures are born. If its flow were disturbed, life itself might cease to be. Precisely. Its safety must be our first priority. Rid us of this menace, John. Then we will be at liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. This memory crystal is recovered from Claudine's airship. Take it with you. It may yet prove some insight into the enigma of Pandaemonium. Without Themis, there will be no army of phantom warriors. I realize you're more than capable in combat, but are you certain you'll be alright? I mean... He isn't! Why, of course, I should have known someone of your talents would master even the ancients' arcane arts. Apologies for my failure of imagination. Wow, I can't believe you underestimated me. I am so horribly offended. That it's not even funny. Once we are freed of the looming specter of Pandaemonium, you must promise to share your knowledge. For the sake of thorough reports, of course. In the meanwhile, I shall focus my efforts on providing you with what information and support I can. I shall gather researchers from the confluence to construct a means to convey you to your destination. The rest is in your hands. Anabaseos, the Ninth Circle, now accessible. The Northern Empty. Hit us. Woo! Damn! Mm. Come forth, my healing gear. Not bad, not bad. Armor? Yeah. Mm. I need 4 of these, I think. It's too bad it's locked. That's the thing that annoys me about these, is that they're locked. Impressive work, John. The memories of your tenacity were not embellished in the slightest. Eh? Athena? Do not be alarmed. A proper deduction shall set your mind at ease. No, no, it won't. I am Athena, chief keyword of Pandaemonium, wife to La Habrea and mother to Erechthonius. It is I who made Pandaemonium anew in the underworld. In a manner of speaking, I am the source of all your recent troubles. Recent and not so recent. I must say, I did not imagine I would meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, but perhaps a fortunate one. For your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. I understand you have reason to be wary, but I assure you there is no need. I know not what La Habrea has told you of me, but all that I have done out of sincere scientific curiosity. That's not helping. Scientific curiosity. That appetite yet remains even after my rebirth. Conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. Can I just brandish it now and just whack her with it? Mm. Claudine, you must be referring to the man who set foot in Az's law. Is that indispensable to my work? Worry not, for I treat all my tools with care, especially those with which I will grasp godhood. Really? Really? You make it sound as if you weren't already like godlike beings way back when. You're as stubborn as Ahabre, I see. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meaning of my words. Perhaps you would be better served by a different teacher. Luckily, I already possess the tools I require to make one for you. I mean... You want to bring back Hades? I would love for you to bring back Hades. Do it. Bring back Hades in Mythal Days. Or Themis. Or Vana. Or Hermes. Or really any of the ones we've encountered so far? Literally anybody but you. Yes, that crystal teems with memories. It looks like the Asem crystal, but not. Memories of two souls you know quite well. La Habrea and Erechthonius. Ho ho ho! Are we getting, I mean, I literally just said bring back anybody, and she's bringing back La Habrea. Okay. I shall stitch them into the fabric of two errant souls, that with their help you may come to see clearly. You? How? Where are we? Surely these two have much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand me, my desire for godhood. There's another, but their soul has proven difficult to work with. However, with these memories, I may very well manage to weave together something presentable. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time, you come to realize that cooperation is the best path forward. I have little understanding of where we are, yet somehow I'm unsurprised to find you here. I mean, assuming you have your memories from the present day, yeah, you wouldn't be surprised. At present, I have more questions than answers. Perhaps you can help me address this inequity. Is there somewhere we can speak without fear of interruption? There's a lot of places. Like, literally, a lot of places. This is the ethereal sea. We can go to where the mother crystal was. We can literally just go back to normal world. Some insight can glean from the surroundings, but I would prefer you simply cut through this knot of questions. I don't know how long it's been, John, but it's good as ever to see your face. Would that it were under more conventional circumstances? You mean like me being dead? Because that's the only conventional well, or me going back into the past, I guess. Just where are we, and what events have led to this unexpected reunion? Ah, yes, I remember you telling us about this memory crystal. To think that it contained our memories. This is a lot to take in, not least of all the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you after a time, but could find no trace. Now I know why. Our age had its share of surprises, if my memories are to be believed. The supposedly world-ending final days came upon us, yet here we are, in a future where you, at least, exist. Yeah, that would be thanks to your father, but also thanks to Vena. Do we overcome the despair that befalls us? Do we find a way to live on? And... questions without simple answers, it seems. Let us take heart that life endured in some form. As but memories, we may never have the luxury of the larger picture. Okay, okay. He took it way better than Emmett Selk did. Although Emmett Selk took it in the past, so that... Regardless, now it has come to pass. This future must be protected from Athena's scheming. Let this conviction guide our every action. So he just villainized his ex-wife. Agreed. But as memories given fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid John in battle. Nay, Athena meant us to speak, and nothing more. But though we may be tools, we need not be slaves to her whims. We will tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. I must wonder how she knew of our history with John. Likely, she possessed some means by which to observe events within Pandaemonium, either while they were occurring, or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own, a shortcoming we must remedy at once. Well, okay, your memories are easy to piece up. We just need to find where your soul is in this general area and just rip it down. We do well to learn more of the Pandaemonium now dominating the landscape of souls. John's colleagues will doubtless prove to be of value in that respect. John's colleagues are terrified of you. For some odd reason. Oh god. Animaseus. With those two over there, researchers from this area, we must share what we know at once, that we might piece together this vexing puzzle. Okay. Pandaemonium awakens. Bray is eyeing the frightened researchers with a mix of curiosity and derision. I understand where the derision is coming from. Why do your compatriots hesitate to approach? We may be unusual visitors, but time is of the essence. Bring them here. Oi! Scrubs! Get your asses over here. Stop being cowards. Although you may be but a confluence of memory, it is an honor to meet the personages I have only read of in John's reports. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting, but I admit to no small measure of fear as well. I know what you mean. I could scarcely stop my legs from shaking. We're powerless to do aught but speak. I see no reason why you should be afraid. It isn't my life I fear for. I only fear that I might not have the chance to ask you all the questions now burning a hole in my mind. We stand before two of the ancients who hold priceless knowledge beyond the ken of any of our peers. Yeah. What purpose does fear serve if not to be confronted and conquered? To that end, we shall share with you our records, and perhaps together we can find the thread which will lead us safely out of this conundrum. Information shall be our most precious resource, for that is the only weapon we can wield in these forms. Our memories are at your complete disposal. We can start with Athena, whose thirst for discovery would see all life consumed. Her desires haven't changed. Still, she seeks to transcend her mortal existence so that she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. A nebulous concept, but Athena had her own ideas on what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god can create souls at will. Thus, she chose the underworld, or the ethereal sea as it is known in this age, as the staging ground for her final experiments. Here lies a practically bottomless well of ether. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she intends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came into this world. Her smile, her voice, they were just as I remember. Even without realizing it, I found myself feeling an affection for her. For the woman who tried to kill you? Jeez. Like, jeez. Don't look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know the true Ericthonius would never want that, but these emotions remain, in memory if nowhere else. We shall remain here to compile what information we can. You must infiltrate Pandaemonium and seek out Athena. I'd ask that you leave the memory crystal with us. It may hold secrets which have yet to be unveiled. All that's left is to cross that menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? I have one question for you. Does the word Orosite mean aught to you? Orosite! Why yes, there are a few records of its existence. It mainly makes appearances in the legends of Ivalis and in tales concerning the Asian well, in tales concerning an entity known as an Asian. This personage is associated with black Orosite known as the Heart of Sabik, a source of considerable power. I see. So time has not buried it. Is he talking about the Heart of Sabik or Orosite in general? I love that near slip of the tongue. Damn it. From the outside, Pandaemonium looks no different than it does in the past. However, there is no guarantee that the inside will be familiar. You would do well to secure the area near the entrance first. Once it has been cleared of threats, Lahabre and I can approach, and we shall begin our exploration of the interior. The portal should convey you to Pandaemonium's gates. I hardly need tell you to keep your weapon at the ready. I knew you would come. Eh? Is this Themis? I never lost faith that we would meet again. I told you as much, did I not? I understand you may be confused. I was too at first. You see, I am not the true Themis. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. An illusion built from memory, no more real than La Habrea or Ecthonius. Even so, I believe I have a grasp on the situation. This is the distant future. A future where Athena lives once more, although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me. You are here to stop her. Have I the right of it so far? Yeah? Very good. I'd be disappointed if you did not rise to her challenge. Although I'm sorry to say that I cannot aid you. My creator has tampered with my essence, and I am oddly inclined to act in her interests. It can do naught but offer you words of warning. We will fight, and it cannot be avoided. Not the first time I fought you. There's no need for that pained expression. Remember, I am but an illusion. Nothing worth shedding tears over. I already beat your ass once, man. I feel bad now. Know not what is in your mind, but I must stress once again that I cannot defy the urge to stand against you. Athena's hold over me is unyielding. So I'd ask that you listen carefully to the advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Erechthonius so that she may become a god. By gathering the souls readily available in the Sea of Ether, she tempers her own essence. Yet the souls are faint to diffuse. She doubts whether they are sufficient for her goals, so she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your thin ether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would know the secret of your strength. To that end, she has prepared an experiment for observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in doing so, give her the knowledge she desires. Bro, there's no secret behind it. Hey, am I about to fight Pandaemonium itself? I am. Great. I'm gonna fight a building. What's happening? Athena has made her move. We must find a way to reach her, or all is lost. We can do little but hope for John's success. We need to find their proper souls. Or La Habrea's proper souls, specifically. Oh god, this music's back. Pandaemonium, once a mass of lifeless stone, now imbued with a soul. Athena has grown much since her death at La Habrea's hand. Though the souls she creates are imperfect, they act with absolute obedience. I know you shall cut your way through this monster as you have so many others. Then you shall come before me. Do not hesitate to do what you must, for that is the only way to stop Athena. Anabaseos, the 10th circle, now accessible. Ooh. Hey, wait a minute. Oh boy. Time for me to suck at this one too. I love the quick cues, but oh my lord.
I am Pandaemonium. From countless failures have I wrought miracles. Into soulless vessels I breathe life.
Demonic dungeon Pandaemonium. Oh boy.
You will go no further. Like a spider, I spin my web.
Damn.
Prison offers no escape. I mustn't disappoint. Lady Athena. Stay where you are. Wet, like unto chains. A tangled morsel, awaiting death. All paths lead back to me.
Ah! And I fell off.
I operate limits of Lady Athena's power.
I think I might have hit R to cause that, but I'm not 100% certain. Wouldn't be the first time I've died to that.
Stay where you are. Back to me. These bars are unbreakable.
Well, I'm dead. If. Yeah. We're supposed to go to the sides. The very scary looking sides. I'm like 80% certain that's poison. And dead. Oh. We're gonna wipe. Okay.
You will go no further. Like a spider, I spin my web.
Hey.
Offers no escape. I mustn't disappoint. Lady stay where you are. Like unto chains. A tangled morsel awaiting death. All paths lead back to me. Stay where you are. Bear yourselves to me. Your punishment shall be unending.
It's too far forward. Holy heck! Fight's fun, but oh dear lord.
Special cells. Your soul scream. When light comes to change. These bars are unbreakable. Stay where you are. When light comes to change. All paths lead back to me. Your arena. Your mother. Your soul scream. When light comes to change. These bars are unbreakable. Stay where you are. When light comes to change. All paths me back to me. For Athena, for Mother.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. Could have gone way worse. See Pandaemonium Part 2? Oh, that was... Pandaemonium Part 2 was nightmarish. A player commendation. Need everything and hope I get the armor or the rings. Whew. I got the griefs. Okay. Oh. And I got a player commendation, probably from the reses. In the first one. That was a beautiful display as always. I stand enchanted by your grace in battle. John, is that? Kinda, sort of. Pandemonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall await your arrival beyond. This is terrified. Apologies for not coming sooner. This space is enveloped by some fell energy, and we couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Were my eyes mistaken? Was that Themis? Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. That would have been a cool backdrop for, thing. For some G-post shots. I ought to have anticipated this. If she bore witness to past events within Pandaemonium, Athena would have found Elidibus impossible to overlook. Few possess such a talent for magics, to say naught of the emissary's discerning judgment. And so she found his soul upon the tides of the ethereal sea, and used this He used his memories to craft a puppet that would serve her whims. Yeah. But what is Themis? But is what Themis said true? She imbued Pandaemonium itself with a soul? To breathe life into that which should never live. Athena's research is fast approaching its culmination. Fortunately, with the information shared with us by your friends, we've made some strides towards figuring out how to stop her. A crystal called the Heart of Sabik may be the key. Ah! The researchers related a quick but thorough history of events leading to the present. The sundering of the star, the emergence of the Asians, and the calamities that they brought to bear upon the realm. Tales that under other circumstances we would have considered childish fantasy, if not for a name that rang true to La Habrea's memories. Ayo, the Heart of Sabik. To you, the secret of the Ultima weapon's might, not least the spell known as Ultima, and a source of enduring mystery. We are told that a general from the Garlean Empire was gifted this aura sight by an Asian, that the Ultima weapon might be perfected. That any of this shadowy benefactor, however, remains a curious unknown. Oh, 100%, I'm telling him if I get given the option. Seem to be a veritable trove of uncommon knowledge. If there's aught you are withholding... Very well. At present, the Heart of Sabik itself is of greater moment. It is creation of Athena's, made during her time with the words of La Habrea. This predates even Pandaemonium's construction. She brought before us a crystal she claimed to have chanced upon, saying it contained immense power. She dubbed it Auracite, studying it with a fervor unusual even for her. The eventual fruit of her efforts was a Stygian crystal unlike aught we had ever seen, the Heart of Sabik. Ooh. What question to ask? What is Auracite? We theorized that it came from beyond our star. Beyond that, naught was ever known. Much later discovered that Auracite magnifies the desires of those who come into contact with it. This would do much to explain Athena's actions following her recovery of the crystal. Alas, this realization came too late. By the time I moved to seal the Auracite and its insidious influence away, Athena's plot had already been laid. So what became of the Heart of Sabik? I took it from Athena's laboratory after I ended her life. The density of the ether within was unlike anything I had observed. I knew its capacity for destruction, but further analysis proved impossible. I elected to safeguard it myself. It is possible that Athena herself obscured the crystal's contents. Even were memories stored within, I would have remained in ignorance. If she included some mechanism by which to give these memories form, as she did with our own, she would be reborn. Ironic that I should have protected those very memories in the name of safeguarding the star. Fate is loath to see mistakes go unpunished. Well, that's definitely not ominous at all. Nope. I'll be right back. Uh, it's good to see La Habrea again. Even if it is just his memories in a fake body. Anyway. The monster unleashed Ultima. I can only guess that it was Athena's hand that placed such magic within the heart of Sabik. So it's only natural she would gift her own creations with such terrible power. Wait, they did what now? Was that the heal spam one that like you just need to heal like your life depends on it? Because it does. The emissary's judgment. La Habrea would discuss lingering questions concerning Athena. Considering all that's going on, I should switch to Reaper. I've told you all I know of Athena and the many secrets she kept hidden from the world. If she indeed stored her memories within the heart of Sabik, we must ask ourselves how they were awakened in this age. When was the crystal last sighted? During my fight with the ultimate weapon. In which you triumphed but failed to recover the heart. Yet according to your colleagues, there was another on the battlefield that day, an Asian. And this selfsame Asian was later struck down at a location known as the Etherochemical Research Facility. I've heard that name, and recently, the site of Professor Claudine's disappearance. Indeed, he was tracing an ethereal signature resembling that of the memory crystal in his possession. A signature that may well have belonged to the heart of Sabik, in which case, it is no coincidence that Athena's awakening followed. But what reason would he have to bring her back to life? Was his mind not his own? Yeah, more questions with answers. I mean, one of your questions, the answers is you. Although I'm curious why everyone's avoiding telling him. Although Athena's essence is that of memory, her magics have not suffered for lack of a physical body. As the world is now, it should not be possible, but she must have found a suitable vessel. If Elidibus is to be believed, she readies this vessel for godhood, and is perilously close to success. In beggars belief, as you well know, you were the linchpin of her ambition. I mean... Yours was the only form that could contain the immense power Athena required, and it has long since turned to dust. Well, as pleasant as this discussion is, we require more information if we're to unravel this mystery. Okay, I'm going to pause right here. There are two possibilities that I can think of. One for the vessel, and one for how she's using her magic still. She found her incarnation from the source, and is in that individual's body, and she found her son's incarnation, and is using that body for the thing. Just as Amon was Hermes, and we are the as of yet current seed of Azem. A theory based on what we learned throughout Shadowbringers and Endwalker. But a theory nonetheless. I could be wrong. We require more information to unravel this mystery. You know who awaits you, John. Themis. I fear you won't find him so cooperative as we're accustomed to. We know not how vast the space beyond these gates may be, but somewhere within lurks Athena, with Elidibus leashed at her side. This may be a simplistic theory, but hear me out. If Themis arose from his memories intact, he'll be eager to see reason. We need only break the magics that bind him to regain our old ally. Yes. When I'd fallen under Hephaestus' influence, you didn't stop trying until I was freed. I'd ask that you do the same for Themis. Me trying to reach into my drawer to grab the... I swear, my computer's trying to turn me into Two-Face. Though none of us are real in the conventional sense, I feel it must be done. Themis would never have wished to be your enemy. Well, yes and no. while Erchthonius' perspective is a sentimental one. Ow. Elidibus may possess privileged knowledge. To question him unimpeded by magics would be ideal. Agdistis broke free of her bonds in her final moments, suggesting that Athena's hold weakens under the weight of combat. You might use the same principle to unshackle Elidibus' mind. So beat his ass? But remember that our very nature is fragile. Even if he inhabits a vessel with which to meet you in battle, I am certain it is not meant to endure. If left weakened for too long, his ether may dissipate back into the ethereal sea. You had best act quickly. Got it! Anabaseos, the 11th Circle. Now accessible. We know not for how long we'll have free reign to go between here and the Itioscope. We'll remain here for now unless absolutely necessary. The crystal, I've returned it to the safekeeping of your colleagues. I could find nothing new amongst the memories stored within. The space, on the other hand, is fascinating, wrought by the same power the keywords wielded, perhaps. That reminds me, do I have the Eden Savage ones? Eden's Promise, Eden's Verse, and Eden's Gate. Yep. I have the 80 Savage quests for me to look into later. Once I have full gear. From this patch. I need to see if it is possible to do it in under 15 minutes. With current patch gear. You know, looking at the little icons here, I wish this is what it looked like. Which is what the armors looked like. Because it'd be badass. Let's see. Control Shift I. Asphodelos, we don't need. And Abyssus, we don't need. Reminds me I need to go back into Euphrosyne and Aglaya. And Shinryu. I still need to get the rest of the Shinryu X weapons. Think I have like 7 left? Oh, I do have Ruby Red Dye. Good, good, good. Gonna need that. The 11th Circle.
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation. I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit.
The voice is back.
In transformation, I present to you my truth. I am Enwalker.
Hey, he looks like Warrior Flight. Cool. Ephemeral Justice, Themis. He looks kind of like the Warrior of Light fight. Hey, yo! Okay! Mood.
My heart quivers in anticipation.
Ah, it's good to hear the man again. What does this bomb-looking thing mean? I keep seeing it. I'm dying again! God damn it. And Themis is overwhelming my ass again. I hate the 11 fights!
Submit to the emissary's judgment. The balance must needs be maintained.
So I'm guessing I was supposed to go to the opposite, okay.
Worthy to exist.
No. Because this is an 11 fight and I suck at these.
For you to win.
Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and now Endwalker. Every single one of the 11 fights, I always die. Always, constantly. I should have switched to I should have switched to Dragoon or Reaper for this. Just be floor tank.
Will light embrace or darkness consume? Will you be judged worthy to exist?
I don't know. I'm testing the theory out. Hey, my theory works. Okay. Yeah, I saw that coming.
I am the emissary, and I shall never die. Now, take your measure.
Back.
These magics are not for you to
We good, we good, we good. It's all good. New content, struggles. I should go back and do Alexander and Omega. 11. Oh yeah. There's way too much happening right now. Hey.
Will light and light or darkness consume?
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the actual? Bro, I'm gonna ask you to die right now. We did it! And less deaths than E11. Though the less said about E11, about Eden itself, the better. Oh god, my Eden runs were scuffed. A player combination, Wiki's Wonka. Need. Need and need. Whew. Gear or gear enhancing material? Too bad this is technically none of them. A sad face bomb. What is the sad face bomb anyway? I got the helmet. That's funny. So they rich. Either that or they got crafting. Two-player combinations. Let's go. I ain't gonna say no to that. The fog has lifted. I knew that Athena's magics magnified the desires of their victim at the expense of all else, but I never guessed what desire of mine she could exploit. Really? Really now, man? You just wanted to fight me? Could've just waited 10,000. Since the moment we met, I have made plain my interest in you, my desire to understand your nature. I suppose that curiosity extended to how each of us would fare in a match of strength. What is this? Oh, I thought he was falling apart. I was about to be like, hey, oh no, don't fall apart on me. Frey, that I am no longer needed. No, I need you. Stay with me, my dude. Stay with me. Do not look so crestfallen, my friend. These few moments of clarity are more than I could have asked for. We need you, Themis. Come on! Come on, my boy! You're not allowed to die yet. I say as you've died like 4 times now. This warmth, your ether. Bro, please. You've grasped the fraying strands of my being and tied them together with your own. Nevertheless, I fear that I am here on borrowed time. Okay, I was about to be like, let's wait. Did we just like full on resurrect the dude? I was just about to be like, hey, hold up a second. I mean, as cool as that would be. I'll hope that I can see you through the last of our battles. Until then, I will cherish every moment. Ugh. I am Elidibus, the emissary. As such, it falls upon me to judge Athena, who would disrupt her carefully maintained balance to fulfill her own desires. I swear I shall not waver in this duty. Let us return to Erechthonius and La Habrea. There is much I would share with you before we embark upon our final ascent. The four of us are together once again. Although I may not have directly experienced our adventures, my memories make our bonds as real as any other. As I surmised, Elidibus was constructed with the strength to see her battle done, yet I fear his ether may not sustain him much through another. Okay. Themis, it's good to see you. I knew John would guide you to our side once again. I'm grateful you had the patience to tolerate my lapse in manners. Athena's hold upon me is broken, and I pledge every moment of my remaining time to seeing that she answers her deeds. Very good. To that end, I would have you share what you know of her plan. Of course, as I mentioned, Athena possesses a vessel that may serve in the creation of a god. It is someone John knows well, a man by the name of Claudine. By a twist of fate, his body proved to be ideal for Athena's purpose. The creation of a person requires not just body, soul, or memory, but rather all three. We are made from the memories of our ancient counterparts, etched upon drifting souls and given form through the infusion of ether. We lack a physical body, yet you can see and feel us all the same. Athena's different. She has carved her memories into Claudine's soul while it was still within its body, and thus made both her own. But even she is prone to error. After the sundering, beings became more fragile in both body and soul, and this difference prevents Athena from realizing the full extent of her desires. So that's why she has turned her sights toward John. His uncommon strength rivals even the mightiest of our age. By scrutinizing his feats in battle, Athena aims to deduce the secret of John's prowess and use it to fortify her own vessel. Only then will the culmination of her research be at hand. That is a both simple and complicated reason. An arduous task, but not impossible. Athena can inscribe herself upon another soul, but she cannot erase its will. If we weaken Claudine's spirit to the reality of his bondage, he might be compelled to wrest his body from Athena's clutches. But that could also kill him. We still don't know why she chose Claudine. What makes him more suited than anyone else? Although I've never spoken to Claudine, I did witness an incident that may prove revelatory. When instructing the vessel to do her bidding, she called it by a familiar name, Erichthonius. What? Why would she? It is as I thought. I swear, if they're about to prove my theory that it's Erichthonius, Erichthonius' sundered reincarnation, I'm going to flip. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, and then we do the final quest or two. This is it. Our course of action is clear. We must lay Athena low and rescue Claudine. Difficult task, to be sure, but one which the present company is more than capable of achieving. Why would Athena use my name? More questions and few answers to go around. A mother's touch. La Habrea would discuss the plan and bring about Athena's end. More Heaven's Eye materia! Woo! That's just cash money. Themis, you may have just handed us the key to rescuing Claudine. What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Athena. She must be made vulnerable, as Elidibus was. Yet our opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would unmake us in an instant. John, we have no choice but to place the burden of our fate, and the fate of many more besides, squarely upon your shoulders. I trust you have no objections. That's literally what I'm here for. Objections, no. Concerns, yes. Do I have any concerns? Nah. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. Everyone relies on me to beat up gods. It's fine. I imagine so. Ever have we relied upon your skill in arms? Not just two. And we all appreciate John's willingness to fling himself at the unknown. However, we have yet to hear how this will liberate Claudine. I have a plan. Do not trouble yourself over the details. The same goes for you, John. You must focus the entirety of your attention on Athena. She will not be easily bested, even by one of your prowess. Are my clothes wet? Oh, it's raining. Yeah, I guess my clothes are wet. Then let us trust in La Habrea and prepare for the battle to come. I never thought I would be trusting La Habrea. I may like him now, but I never thought I'd actually be told to trust him. Oh boy. Before we face Athena, I must know. If she had never discovered the aura site, had never fallen under its influence, would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? I've asked myself the same questions. Questions with no answer, I fear. He's like, I have no clue. But let us put them out of our mind. There is something we must discuss, and I would do so not as La Habrea, but as a father to his son. Ho 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 ho! So are they gonna switch the name tag text to Hephaestus? Oh, we're just not even gonna see it. Quest accepted. Anabaseos, the 12th circle, now accessible. Alright, it's time for death! What is this emote? Oh, okay. GeForce Game Ready driver is available. Bro, I'm like 3 drivers behind. Athena maintains absolute control over this space. Beyond the gate, she has doubtless built herself an abode worthy of a god, and now awaits the arrival of her supplicants. For now, we place our trust in you. The rest must wait until we have Athena before us. Right now, Athena must be the sole focus of your attention. She shall not hesitate to exploit any weakness she can sense. Wow, okay, Instapop. Let's go!
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood. Now, bear your souls to me.
Theos, Athena. Okay. I like. I need this song. Well, I know for a fact this fight's gonna wreck me. Or at least it should. You know, she is a theoretical good. Let's just do our best. What?
You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Hey, yo, this fight's about to wreck people in Savage. Holy shit.
This is but a glimpse of the god's strength.
So not only can I barely see what is going on because of the amount of shit happening, she went and deleted the floor. And this is the normal levels. I can't wait to see how bad this is in Savage. Oh my life. What are here? Sage and Ast. Okay. And we're dead.
Seven hells to the pinnacle of the heavens. The world shall tremble.
Oh, she's gonna unleash Ultima on us. We wiped! Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Show me your all, that I might become divinity manifest.
I will say, not a bad fight.
You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
How am I still getting hit?
From nothing I mold life. You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Note to self. Pandaemonium 12 requires I use Reaper or Bard.
These chains are forged from the fabric.
And thoughts and prayers. Because, ow! Pastimes are horrid. Okay. Forget trying to figure out her tells, man. Just here?
You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Ah! Please do not shatter my screen like that. Come on, get gone. Okay. 66, not bad. We might actually have it this time. She actually just unleashed Ultima on us.
Singularly resolute soul. These chains are pulled from the fabric of creation. Shine brilliant for me.
Dead. I like called my death there. I hate that attack. I hate that attack. Whatever. I'll probably learn it with Reaper later. I always do. Okay, what the f is going on my screen? Did we actually just... Okay, no we didn't. I was about to be like, hey yo, And we're done. What just happened?
Show me your all, that I might become divinity manifest.
We got past the ads point. But then she went super chaos mode. And apparently nobody figured out what she was doing. I was like halfway across the map from that attack and I still got hit. I call shenanigans. Like, I actually just call shenanigans at that point. Yeah, that's twice now. I'm like completely out of the attack. How am I still dying? I'm calling shenanigans. That's fine. The question becomes, how do they know which one to go to? Should have sprinted. Bro, am I about to get rezzed right onto the floor? Okay, no. I was like a pixel away from being rezzed right to dead. I didn't even bother that time. I was just like, I'm gonna get hit by it no matter what. I'm just not gonna waste the like half a calorie to move my finger. 65. Why is it so... That's an LB3. That's a healer LB3. Jeez, this fight is unforgiving. Okay. Holy crap, that fight is unforgiving. Oh, this fight. Look at this. Ah! Ow! That's my bad. We're pretty much here. Okay. Ah! Yeah, I'm definitely having a pizza after stream. Did I die again? Oh no, I was about to be like, did I really die at the end? We did it! We did it. Jeez. Poor Athena though. Pandaemonium, Anabaseos. Complete. I'm done! I'm done with Pandaemonium. There's an Athena minion? I need this. I need this. I desperately need the Athena minion. Damn, I didn't get it. The pants? Okay, we did it. We made it through. That was terrible though. That fight is way too much. So their teleportation technique just uses the weird dark energy thing. I thought that was like an Ascian only thing because of the fact that they're, you know. Countless years I waited within that stifling crystal. And now, when my dream is finally within reach, you stand in my way. Your dream is not but selfish ambition. Its fulfillment would benefit only you. And why, Athena? At the end of this road to godhood, what did you hope to find? That is a question I really want to know too. It matters not. The fact remains that she worked against the interests of the star. I mean, no. Even so, I would hear her answer. I would know why my mother cast us aside. The mask fell. How unlucky, Erchthonius. You were never so inquisitive before. Having struck upon a hypothesis, there is but one thing the wise woman desires. Eh? Irrefutable proof. So is she possessed by something? My theory was that any true god would see us as we are, imperfect. She would hammer out our flaws and build something greater. To prove this could not but benefit the star, I would give it the perfect stewards, that it might shine brighter than any other. And you would destroy the lives already upon it. In that, I am no different from our peers. Over the course of eons, how many creations have we wrought? Such creatures cannot but usher their inferior predecessors into oblivion. Even without our meddling, nature would take the self-same course. If the destination is the same, is it somehow worse to arrive there by the guidance of a god? I think not. Oh boy. The Orisite made such thoughts irresistible, perhaps, but it cannot have created them from whole cloth. This is Athena's truth. What right have you to pass judgment? You are but a vessel for my masterwork. Your purpose ends there. My only mistake was leaving you possessed of a soul. What are you saying? Poor Erechthonius, always the last to arrive at the obvious conclusion. Oh, no. I gave birth to you for a single reason, that you might serve as my tool. And like any tool, I crafted you to suit my needs, that you might accept my essence when the time comes. Damn, that's fucked. And I thought ARR La Habre was bad. Of course, I also made you more amenable to my demands, and ensured that you would feel a cloying affection for your dear mother. However, it seems that my tinkering was insufficient. My very feelings were of your design. You created a boy unable to grasp even the simplest magic. Ever hopelessly clinging to his mother's robes, unable to do otherwise. I was doomed from the start. Yet here you are, standing in defiance of her design. You are more than what she made you. I still feel the sting of it, but with pain comes clarity. You ill deserve to wear the mantle of a god. As stubborn as you are witless, if this star will not be mine, then it serves no purpose. She aims to obliterate the ethereal sea and stem the flow of life. She will do no such thing. Before the battle, La Habrea told me I was the key to finishing this. Although I am but an illusion, my soul has crossed eons to find its home in another. One whose body Athena has seen fit to purloin as her own. Oh, much of what I once was now resides in him. Should my memory seize this chance to follow suit, they may resound enough to wake his mind. I was right! I fucking called it! Claudinus Erechthonios. Booyah! But Athena inhabits him still. What will become of you? I don't know, but if I can rouse his soul, perhaps it will disrupt Athena's hold. It's the best chance we have. My whole life others have looked down upon me, but I've never given up searching for my purpose. Now I found it. This decision is yours to make and yours alone. Do as you will, my son. I know you shall make me proud. Erechthonius, do not dare. No, stop this. Oh! Your words hold sway over me no longer. My life is my own. Hey. And I have found my true family. My power wanes. The vessel rejects me. Yeah, because its true soul and memories are still in it. Come on, my boy. What is happening? Athena's magic should be impotent with no body to feel them. Precisely. Athena was the sole force holding the space around Pandaemonium together, and now it crumbles. Oh! Oops. Although little would change if we were buried here, we cannot let this be John's final resting place. I need the fuendo as well. Eh? Of all my miscalculations, to think that you would be my undoing, that you would even be capable of defying me. Ah, is there more you would say to me? Or have you decided to return to your dear mother's bosom? Have you brought Claudine back to me? Ah, no. Apologies, but I am only the dregs of your own memory. Can do not but watch as the evil you've wrought collapses, the dregs of your own memory. So he's just straight up a hallucination then. As the evil you've wrought collapses, bearing you under its weight. How disappointing. Truly useless to the last. I mean, not really. He was very, very useful. And who made me that way? Oh, oops. Just get called out? That's actually hilarious. So in the present we have Gaia, us, and Claudine. As wielder of either the powers or the memories of Eld. Okay. Questions, questions, and more questions. Why did Claudine set out by himself? What did he see? Oh, I do hope he wakes up soon. No. At least in the service, Professor Claudine appears unharmed. We must wait for him to regain consciousness to judge anything beyond that, I fear. Although Erchthonius was not but a collection of memories, I know his absence pains you. But he acted with resolve, full aware of the potential consequences. Let us look back on this moment, not with sorrow, but with pride. You both are the heroes of the day. Athena's ambitions would have swallowed the world had you not stemmed their advance. We shall stay here, both to look over Professor Claudine, and ensure that there are no further disturbances in the ethereal sea. You should rest, and I will not take no for an answer. More heaven's eye! Damn, you're going to senses prayer, rest all you can. Okay, so it's the same text. Guided by the past, La Habrea watches over Claudine with concern. Concern, you say? But why would you be concerned? Don't. Seems we can do not, but wait. Why would you be concerned? It's literally the soul of your son. That's why. He's got that same hairstyle and skin tone. Perhaps we might discuss a matter which has been troubling me. While your colleague Namjiji was enlightening us on the historical events which led to this era, she let slip the name of one of the Asians, La Habrea. Although she knew of the figure only from research, she was most insistent that there is no evidence connecting to the Asian to myself. Yet I am aware that this La Habrea used the heart of Sabik to sow chaos throughout your world, and I'd be a fool to deny such strong connections between us. You are the only one present who has met the Asian in question, so I would ask you directly. Are he and I one and the same? Is my fate to work in the shadows and bring about untold destruction? Yes, you are him. Unless there's a different La Habrea between when we're in Elpis and the final days, it is him. I see. If you say it is so, then there's no reason to disbelieve it. These Asians, or Paragons, I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin the Sundered Worlds. I have heard but a small number of their deeds, and still I find it difficult to comprehend the depths to which they were willing to sink. That's the thing, right? La Habrea, as he is now, is before the final days, so he wouldn't understand it. We had that same issue with Emmett Silk. To choose a path of evil, all for the sake of the star. Admit, 'tis a decision I would make under the right circumstances. Although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. Yeah. And he just admitted to being capable of it. Oh no! Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of Sabik as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash forces that I fail to truly comprehend, and remain blissfully ignorant of my hypocrisy all the while. Yeah? Oop. Yeah? Oh. Claydion's waking up. Ah, it appears Claudine has awakened. John, I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Athena and won. And you were there too. La Habrea, Ericthonius' memories of you dwell within me still. Through unyielding discipline, you hope to forge a son equal to yourself, but the crucible you placed him in left scars which were loath to heal. Yeah, that can happen. Yet you were never motivated by selfishness. All you did was in service of your duty. At the least, I will hear no more. Though you may possess Ericthonius' memories, you are not him. In rebirth, you have become someone else entirely, and you belong to this age. But he is him, his soul, at the very least. Hades and Anthemus both acknowledge this within us, which is cool. Oh, and Hythlodeus. My new old friend. I love that line. Fare you well, my new old friend. May you find what it is you seek. It's in my profile thingy. On Discord. Belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy. And an enemy does not deserve sympathy. I mean, you could become an ally just by choice. Of course, I would never condone the actions of the Ascian, but you are not him. You are La Habrea of the Convocation. You spared no effort in saving us from Athena's machinations. For that you deserve the utmost praise, and my personal thanks. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. The most difficult of your trials is behind you, but you may find that Pandaemonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator, who set the very first wheels in motion. There's but one place to find these answers, the past. I have to go back? However, I must insist that you keep silent about Athena's fate. While I doubt it would change the decisions I make, should not tender us information we could not uncover ourselves. Now that I've said my piece, I shall follow in my son's footsteps. Those odious memories will fade to nothing, as was always their fate. Or these. Sorry. Farewell. My time too draws near, but I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. You shall journey to the past to seek out the truth of La Habrea's words, yes? While Themis himself may have been there to see this encounter, I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective on the matter. That is, of course, if you will share it with me. Look forward to it. I shall take in the ethereal sea one final time as I await your return. So we gotta go to the past? I mean, I'm down. Let me switch to Ripper. Gotta be properly attired for the past, obviously. Do. Oh heck, how do I get here normally? Oh heck, we're breaking the rules. Wait, no! I have a mount that was around back in the day. Hold on a second. We have Argos and we have let's just summon Argos. It's fine. I was gonna say we have Argos and we have Emmett Selk's mount as well, so we are in the clear to use a mount. I'm gonna break my own personal rules, and then I realized I don't have to. Because there was no way I'm gonna walk the breadth of the breadth of it all. I'm just like, no. Pandaemonium. Hegemone. Mr. John, I'm Hegemone, keyword of Abyssos. I suspect you may already know that. We did meet once before, after all, although I was not entirely myself at the time. Thanks to you, however, I can rightly say my faculties are mine once more. At present, I'm taking stock of the damage done to the facility. Abyssos, Asphodelos, and... Proceed to the Stygian incense cells? Yes. La Habrea, Themis, and Erechthonios. I think you're checking up on us. Did you speak with Hegemone and the other warders on your way here? The work is long, and we have made great strides in undoing Athena's meddling. John, I didn't expect to see you again so soon, but 'tis always a joy. You seem quite happy to be here. John, truth be told, I thought you would have little reason to ever visit this place again. It seems I was wrong. I'm looking for answers. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. He has gone through the trouble to visit us, so I hardly think curtness is in order. We braved Pandaemonium together. Why not at least share with him our progress? I have relinquished control of Pandaemonium to La Habrea. I was never meant to hold it for long, and now such authority resides in rightful hands. With La Habrea's help, we have poured through Athena's research into the Theoi. Thus, were we able to restore Hegemone's mind and body. There's still much work to be done, damage to repair, keywords to replace. The tasks are too many to count. But although the path may be long, our progress is steady. I believe we can safely say that Pandaemonium will soon function as it did before. Indeed. Before we reach that point, however, there are some matters which must be put to rest. One concerns Pandaemonium itself, and another is a personal matter. Till they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay, but I have chosen my course. These concerns must be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you would bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this very moment almost beggars belief, but I shall ask you to leave. I simply ask that you do not interfere, no matter what may happen. Stay here. This will be over soon. Is he about to commit a moido? Why'd you call me here, Master La Habrea? There's still much to be done if the warders are to be freed. You have served within Pandaemonium since Athena's time, have you not? That makes you the most senior keyword now that Agdistis is gone. As such, you deserve to know a secret few others are privileged here, one concerning myself. Separating Hephaestus from myself required removing part of my soul. Necessary sacrifice, but one which came at no small cost to my natural talents. I am but a shadow of the man I was at the time of my appointment as La Habrea. I could never hope to wield the same magics that Hephaestus used to bind the warders' minds, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your voice, Master La Habrea. Do not give in to despair. There is no despair, only truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion was that in order to transform a vessel into a hemitheos, absolute control over the mind was essential. As you well know, the magics used to achieve such dominion exploited strong emotions within their victims' hearts. In the case of Hesperos and Agdistus, the respect for me. Upon slipping his bonds, Hephaestus took steps to throw Pandaemonium into chaos. With their attention divided, keyword and warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before. Regardless of Hephaestus' prowess, he could not have won freedom on his own. For long days and nights I pondered who might have released him. I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind of one of her admirers. Hegemone, none would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandaemonium. But you do not believe I am the one fit to lead it, do you? Your loyalty lies not with my vision for Pandaemonium, but Athena's. Master La Habrea, whatever has spurred this sudden accusation, I assure you, there is a proper explanation. What are you doing, La Habrea? Do not approach. As I've already stated, even should I detect Athena's tinkering, I'm currently powerless to dispel it. And so I have come to a decision, one which was made with the best interests of our star in mind. In order to build a better future, I require the strength I have lost. Oh ho ho! I must embrace these odious memories. Mark well this sight. Engrave it upon your very soul. You now bear witness to the true La Habrea. I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done. Is she alive? Yes, and she shall remember this lesson well. What lesson? Don't trust Athena? I hope she asks if he had to drop her. Athena's puppet no longer, I see. She may yet harbor ill will toward me, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. Bro, you dropped her! Our star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandaemonium to divert my focus. Hegemone, I would ask that you serve me anew. There's none other more suited to overseeing this prison, none other who will take such pride in their duty. My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of keyword? I require your talents, as I require Hephaestus's. The past is of no consequence. Very well. In honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory. La Brea is himself once more. He wields his authority without hesitation and thinks not twice once his judgment has sounded. Yet he is different from Athena. He thinks only of the betterment of the star. So long as duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. And should his convictions ever waver, the emissary will set him back on the proper course. Good. If this is the path he chooses to walk, then I will walk with him. I'll allow our bond to fray no further. As a son, I will support him in the days ahead. I would not ask you to say the same, John. You and I stand on peaks separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives shall never align. I mean, they were aligned now. So that's not true. And never shall one give way to the other, for such is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any debts between us to be void. Before you leave here, mark well these words. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable and yield before no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. Did this man just foreshadow? Wow. I mean, to be fair. Don't worry, when the time comes, I'll beat your ass. Twice. Where's the 3 times? We'll beat his ass as many times as it needs. La Brea, the Stygian in innocent cells. Hephaestus and La Brea were one and the same when he was named as one of the convocation. This change poses no need for concern, for all is as it should be. Master La Brea saw through me long ago, but now my mind is unclouded by doubt, and I shall not fail him again. If not for you, my long slumbering demons may have gone unslain. I would have never been forced to reconsider my true nature. Yet, as I said, do not consider this an admission of debt. Now I believe you have other places to be. Remain here any longer, and I may be inclined to place you in a cell next to one of our more recalcitrant subjects. Hey, I don't deserve that. From this day forward, I will do what I can to aid my father. In this way, I shall forge my own future. And now that I'm back here, almost 3 hours, or yeah, almost 3 hours, which means it's a good thing I did cut off yesterday's stream and not do it this time, not do it in one go, because but we did it. We got some scars for our troubles, but we did it. No mounts and no minions. Big sad. Themis, my friend! Ah, you returned. I should like to hear of what you discovered, though I believe your friend has business with us first. There you are, John. While you were away, Themis brought me up to speed on all that happened while I was held prisoner. His story shone light upon any number of questions that were niggling at my conscience. Namely, those concerning the ethereal signature emanating from Az's law. Doubtless its source was Athena, reaching out as far as she could from her prison, ever grasping for someone to take Ericthonius' place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. I wanted to ask, when you first found the crystal, were you unable to hear the memory stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. Contact with the crystal should have awakened the memories, but the passage of time luckily changed Ericthonius' soul in subtle ways. Perhaps ethereal resonance was a gradual process in this case. However, being attuned to Ericthonius exposed you to Athena's voice as well. Doubtless the choice to venture forth into Az's law was not your own. It was Athena's influence working through you. I do recall being strangely fixated on acting alone. Never would have encouraged such recklessness usually. Although the choice was not entirely my own, I am still ashamed of my actions. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of growth, though we must not blame ourselves for events out of our control. That the voice in the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated, well, not even the most brilliant researcher could come to that conclusion. Your reassurance means more than you know, thank you. Now, one final matter. Concerns the very crystal whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light began to shine from within its depths. From my experience, this may indicate that a new memory has floated to the surface, eager to be observed. For some time, the question of why La Habrea and Ericthonius would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. With Ericthonius' memories and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us all to behold. Shall we witness it together? I leave this memory for you, the future of our star. The final days have come, and the creation magics we have so relied upon now hasten our downfall. But despair has not yet won out. La Habrea and the others of the Convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires great sacrifice. Elidibus, Themis, has already offered to give his life for our salvation. Yet there is another problem which must be dealt with. Pandaemonium. Wherein are confined our most vicious creations. Even should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. If Pandaemonium's cells were breached and the prisoners set upon the star, our hard-won peace would be obliterated in an instant. Someone must stay behind to ensure that it never happens. With Themis and La Habrea otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. And that is why I must defy the directive of the Convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest the will of the star, but instead consigned to eternal vigil. I know that in doing so, the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. That's why I've resolved to set this crystal adrift in the tides of the underworld. It contains memories of Pandaemonium from both my father and I, and shall bear this warning to the future even if I cannot. I've imbued the crystal with magics that will attract it to my essence. Even should I journey through the underworld and be born anew, this message will reach me. Pandaemonium shall not be left unattended. Ho 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 ho! This man thought ahead! If all else fails, then perhaps another man like my dear friend will come along. One with an almost unnatural ability to pick up the scent of trouble. How about said dear friend? I wonder where he is now. How many souls has he saved? And how many beasts has he slain since last we met? Too many to count. On both ends. Alongside my warning, this memory shall carry a wish. John, may we meet again. My name! Now listen well. If anyone receives this message, you must come to Pandaemonium. Please make haste. I repeat. Well, the Sundering took care of all of that. Well, that dispels the last of my doubts. Thank you for humoring me, and now we come to this. It survived. The heart of Savik. Yes, the heart of Savik. The tie that bound Athena's memories to my body, no doubt. When I regained my senses, I found it on my person. Now it appears your efforts have left it bereft of memories. No trace remains of Athena. However, its power as Orosite yet remains, and it may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. Feel that fate has left me with me for a reason. I shall take my leave, but on behalf of my colleagues, nay, the entire star, I thank you both for putting an end to Athena's wickedness. Fare thee well, my new old friend. Again.
I see. Then Hephaestus' story has been laid bare.
Voice acting?
As has the nature of our mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandaemonium are answered, and soon order shall be restored. I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend. So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember, in what I feel.
So he's just straight up Elidibus. Hey, yo, can we keep him, please?
You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandaemonium are clear, all else is hazy at best. Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before.
Yeah. Unfortunately, all of that Asian shenanigans probably did fuck his memory. That and be part of Zodiac and, you know.
Still, I can recall vague figures. Scenes from my future and your past. At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth.
I love this so much.
into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say.
You decide on it to combat the final days.
However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandaemonium. A glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis. And even if that act is but one link in the chain of events which ends in Atheris' salvation, then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment, is worthwhile, and I am unburdened by regret. That said, it is possible my motivations become something else entirely. That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies. A devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare. The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy, for it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey. And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful. I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this world or any other.
Farewell, old friend. Odd that Hades and Hythlodaeus didn't pop up. But also not all that odd. Hades is, as ever, reluctant to do anything. There's no way.
How fascinating. The truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet should this star continue upon its path, look, the light.
So it was Elidibus, Hythlodaeus, and Hades. The three people in that conversation, since it was obviously three people. It's Hythlodaeus, Hades, and Themis. Okay. Welcome back, John. I hope you said farewell to Themis for me. Recent events have given me not only a new focus for research, but also insight into my own origins. Truly, it is a gift I could never hope to repay. Zlahabrea said, I am not Erechthonius, yet I bear a part of him inside me, and I shall do what I can to follow the traces he has left behind in the present day. Spark has been struck in my mind. I am ready to pursue my research, with a fervor the likes of which I have not had since my youth. Doubtless I shall have need of you in the days and moons ahead. When that time comes, I only hope that you will once again lend me your sound counsel. Till then, may you fare well. Awesome, Jail. Great job. With both the Ethereal Sea and the Heart of Sabik to keep my mind occupied, I feel that I shall never again lack fascinating discoveries to motivate my work. Ah, that topic has been keeping us quite busy as of late. Nemjiji and Roysano have been a great help in making sense of all these fabulous tales. I shall call them at once so we can share our findings thus far. The hidden cutscene. Our research into the Heart of Sabik has led us through many magnificent legends and tales from bygone civilizations, some of which mention, or at least hint at, the presence of Athena, Orosite, and the High Seraph Ultima. While we have formed an operating theory based on our findings, it is impossible for us to confirm its feasibility. Given your experience with the High Seraph, however, I can think of no one better with whom to discuss it. Although we know not the precise timing of the High Seraph's visit to this star, we do know that Athena somehow came into possession of a mysterious crystal said to be the source of the destructive magic known as Ultima. According to Labrea, it was Athena who gave this crystal the name of Orosite, and from her tireless research was born the Heart of Sabik. The Heart of Sabik contained not only Athena's memories, but a concentration of ether unlike anything we have observed. Even a small portion of it could level mountains. It did, in fact, level Castor Meridianum not so long ago. Records of your previous encounter with La Habre imply that the heart was, for a time, in the hands of the Allegan Empire. Doubtless, it was the Ascian himself who gifted it to them, thus sowing the seeds of calamity. The Allegans made little progress toward penetrating its mysteries, but some scholars attributed the fact that they were to use it at all to theoretical encounters between Alleg's researchers and the High Seraph. Regardless of its journey, however, we do know that the Heart of Sabik returned to La Habre's clutches soon after the fourth Orbital Calamity. The rest hardly bears going over again. Tracing the legends of Orsite back to their source suggests that the High Seraph may be the cause of countless tragedies, including our most recent one. Regardless of the Orsite's source, however, it was Athena's bottomless ambition that set the wheels of tragedy in motion. I found one of Labre's remarks most odd. While we were discussing Athena, he said that he was a fool to think she could be confined. He didn't elaborate on the statement, but I think there's a possibility that Pandaemonium was built not as a prison for failed creations, but to contain his very own wife. We already know he was well aware of the influence Orosite had on Athena. It is not beyond the realm of possibility that Pandaemonium's true purpose was to keep her isolated from the other ancients. Even so, she had freedom enough to continue her research outside of Labre's purview. Perhaps it was his love for her that kept him from tightening his grip on her activities. What do you know of Athena connection to Orside? That we've already seen. How goes your research? Fortunately for my sister to die, my ordeal has left me none the worse for wear. I'm back at work with characteristic aplomb, well as much aplomb as can be mustered when reviewing the many records which have piled up in my absence. Of course, I have made the proper shows of gratitude to Scholar Montaigne and Master Fortuno for their efforts to search for me. Master Fortuno was stone-faced, claiming that he had only done his duty. The Scholar, on the other hand, seemed most eager to learn every detail. It takes all sorts, I suppose. Okay, and that is... And with that, Pandaemonium Part 3 is done. If there are any more cutscenes that pop up, I will record them off stream and upload them to YouTube. Anyway, that is going to be it for this stream. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I should be back on Friday. So, I'll see you